He held an election for mayor.
Okay.
And he won.
Well, duh. Princess
They
is in
begged
a...
him to stay, but his mind was already wandering. It became a game for him.
Model
Conquer a
employee.
city, then immediately push on. New Louisville. St. Louis.
St. Louis, yes. This is a
We
weird...
started drifting away from our reality. Minneapolis. Until one day he forgot to go home from the cannery.
Minneapolis.
Even as his mother pleaded with him, part of Louis kept sailing on.
His mother. Isn't this a letter addressed to his mother?
In Louisburg, he heard rumors of a
Handsome queen.
handsome queen.
Ah, this is cool.
The queen was on her own quest for
Sinister serpents, radiant rainbows. Let's go, rainbows.
radiant rainbows.
Bloop. Oh, we destroyed them. Let's go through. There we go.
He followed the sound of her
Silver harp, electric guitar.
electric sitar.
Oh, sitar. Even better. Can't hit the notes.
His chase led him to a golden palace east of the sun and west of the moon.
Ah. It's the title of one of those
Even
books.
then, his logic remained sound. He knew the world was all in his imagination. But he was so proud of having created it. In his own eyes, he'd become something greater than a king.
Pride cometh before the fall, Louis.
For someone who'd never known success in the real world, I think it was overwhelming. And then it struck him that the real Louis was not the one chopping salmon, but the one climbing the steps of a golden palace. My imagination is as real as my body, he told me. It was hard to argue with him.
The hell? Okay. Imperial Palace.
He began to forget the world we know. I think it pained him to remember Louis, the cannery worker.
And I can see why. This is a great life. What a job.
He began to despise the man with a royal contempt.
Ah, there's Lewis. Kinda drifted away. He's not doing his job very well anymore. Okay. Okay. Nice touch with the little windows. Oh, I guess we can go up here. Ah, the ascent.
I still thought I could save him. Even after he said he was being crowned king over all the lands of wonder. The palace would be packed with his companions.
Yes, we're still in the fish factory. And being on a conveyor belt in the fish chopping factory is probably not a good thing.
Including the wise Calico who'd insisted on advising me. His queen waited, holding his crown. There was only one thing left to do. Bend down his head. And the rest I think you know. Mrs. Finch, your son was a kind man who will be missed by all of us who knew him.
Wow. She wasn't a very good psychologist, was she?
My brother was really cool. I wish you could have met him.
So that leaves Dawn and Edie. That was cool, though. That was really cool. That was really cool.
On the way back from Lewis's funeral, my mom told me to start packing. She waited until the day before we left to tell Edie. I'm not sure if she wanted to make it easier or harder. I wish we'd stayed.
Oh. Packing material.
But I understand why we left.
Okay.
My mom ended up leaving everything behind. What happened that night had been coming for a long time. Maybe it should have come sooner.
Is this Edith's room, or?
But it had to end one way or another. All that's left now is to tell you about that last night.
Okay. Yep, Edith. Oh, okay.
That whole last day, Edie just watched us pack and didn't say a word. Until supper, when she raised her glass and said,
"To our final night together, and all our final nights apart."
Grandma, you know what I said about alcohol. Some of your medications are very
Edith,
specific.
I left a present for you in the hallway. Why don't you go open it? The grown-ups have to argue now.
I'm sorry, you're right. We're all leaving tomorrow. Let's just enjoy our last...
I'm not leaving.
Edith, you're excused.
Eddie, soldier.
Can we hear anything? No.
the power had been shut off that morning, but Edie always had plenty of candles.
So I'm confused. So they have power via solar panels, but not for the whole house.
When my mom said the library, I don't think she knew about the other entrance.
Oh.
Or that Edie had a key to it.
Yes, candles everywhere with paper and books around. What could possibly go
The
wrong?
thing you're afraid of isn't going to end when you leave the house.
Ah.
Edith has a right to know these stories.
My children are dead because of your stories. I think it's best if Edith and I leave tonight. We'll have the nursing home send a van for you in the morning. Okay?
Dear Edith, there's so many stories I wish I could tell you, but there's only time for one. This is about what happened on the night you were born.
Uh-oh.
That night, the tide went way, way out. It was the first and last time I ever saw the old house aground. There'd been an earthquake out in the middle of the ocean. They called it the lowest tide in 1,000 years. God, it smelled awful. You know, I've seen that house every day of my life.
Because the water will never come back.
But I never thought I'd go back to it. When the fog rolled in, I lost my way.
No, we're still on track. Or maybe not.
I got turned around.
Oh. Yes.
For a while, I wandered. I started seeing things. Things I'd forgotten had ever existed.
Like rocks.
But when I saw them, they felt like old friends. That night, a lot of things came back to me.
Ah, made it.
Or maybe I came back to them.
I swear I see a light.
Things I can't explain, but that I need you to try and...
Edith, what are you doing in here?
It's mine!
Edith!
Mom, you're gonna rip it! Let go! I kicked and screamed, but Mom dragged me to the car.
What a charmer. Yeah, maybe they were at it, I
never
guess.
saw Great Grandma Edie again. The next morning, the van came to pick her up, but she was already gone.
Gone.
After that, we moved around a lot.
As in...
We both tried to make the best of it. A few years went by. My mom didn't like to talk about it. But she started getting sick a lot. The rest happened pretty quickly. She got better for a while, and then she didn't.
That's...
And then I was alone. The last Finch left alive. Until I found out about you. I'm still not sure what to tell you about all this. If we lived forever, maybe we'd have time to understand things. But as it is, I think the best we can do is try to open our eyes. And appreciate how strange and brief all of this is. This journal was supposed to be for you.
Seriously?
But now I hope you'll never see it.
Okay, I feel kind of awkward
I
about
just
this.
want to meet you and tell you all these stories myself. But I guess if you're reading this now, things didn't work out that way. This is where your story begins. I'm sorry I won't be there to see it. It's a lot to ask, but I don't want you to be sad that I'm gone. I want you to be amazed that any of us ever had a chance to be here at all. Good luck.
Ah. Okay, that was cool. Not quite sure why Edith died, but okay. Yeah, no, but that is really well done. Really well done. My favorite part was the comic book part. I think that was just brilliant. No, that was good. That was yeah, that's one of those games where you say, well, that's definitely at least bordering art. Kind of a weird ending though, I guess. Sarek said, model employee, that's the most scary part of the game. Well, it wasn't really a scary game, was it? But nice atmosphere. And I mean, they could have put some jump scares in there, like, you know, I don't know, books falling down, or, you know, just thunderstorm outside or whatever. And they didn't, and I appreciate that. There was one tiny jump scare in Gone Home. But yeah, this is pretty similar to that. This is a bit more, how should I put this, out there. It's a bit more weird. But the same basic, you know, approach. And yeah, kind of weird and creepy in a good way. I love the bathtub thing as well. That was really fun. Now, the thing is, I guess it's supposed to be, you know, make you think about death and fate and whatever, but I don't know. It's just too quirky for that, I think. I can't find this game tragic, really. I mean, it is, in a way, because everybody dies, right? But, I mean, it's in such weird and comical circumstances that I really find it very difficult to find this tragic. What was a good story? Very good. There's the end of it, I guess. Yeah, cool. Anyway, it's 10:30. I don't think I'll do something else tonight. It gave you a laugh and a tear, so it's art. I did not cry. But it did give me a big laugh. It is immersive, absolutely. And well done. I mean, kind of spooky without really being like a horror game or whatever. Great atmosphere, great graphics. Very linear, of course, but whatever. It's a walking simulator which tells a story. No, I really thought this was very well done. Extremely well done. You monster. No, I did. Oh. The end. Okay.